Hey guys, welcome to Science Ki Dunya. If you like this video, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so that you may get further notification of the topic we study. And also, don't forget to share this video with your friends. Today we will be studying chapter 10, Force and Types of Force. So look at the images and give me some answers. Will a boat move forward unless pushed with the help of an oar? The answer is no. Next question is, who exerts the force to move a bullock cart forward? And the answer is the bull itself, because the bullock cart is quite heavy and it exerts a backward force on the animal. So the bull exerts the force to move the cart forward. Next question is, will the wheel go forward if it is not pushed with a stick? The answer is no. Next question is, what makes the ball move during a game of football? How does it change its direction? So when we kick the football coming in our direction towards the goal, we apply force. In our day-to-day life, we perform many actions. We do many actions like lifting, pulling, riding a bicycle, stopping the bicycle, pushing a load, etc. So each action requires a force to be applied on the object. No non-living object can move on its own and change its position. Force is applied onto the object to change its position. So when the object is in the motion, it can be stopped by using the force. The direction of moving an object can be also changed because of the force. So can you tell the answers of this question? What happens when you hold the two ends of a spring and pull them apart? What will happen? The shape of the spring changes. The original shape of the spring is lost and the pull spring acquires a new shape. Next question is, what happens when a blacksmith hammers a red hot piece of iron? What happens when a blacksmith hammers a red hot piece of iron? The object changes its shape, right? Hence we conclude that force is necessary to change the shape of an object. There are many types of forces. Which are they? Muscular force, mechanical force, gravitational force, magnetic force, frictional force, and electrostatic force. Let's study one by one in detail. So first one is muscular force. As you can see in the picture, all the actions of our body are performed with the help of bones and muscles, right? So these movements are due to what? Are due to the muscular force. Second one is mechanical force. So we use many machines, different types of machines for doing many tasks. So some machines are used with a muscular energy, while there are some machines which are automatic machines which work on electricity or on fuel, right? So you can say that the force applied by the means of machine is called as nothing but the mechanical force, right? Third one is gravitational force. Now what is that? The earth pulls everything towards itself. You know that, right? So Sir Isaac Newton was the one who discovered gravitational force in 17th century. He said that when any object is thrown in the upward direction, the force of gravity, or you can say gravitational force, starts acting on it. This force acts in the direction opposite to that of an object. Means you are throwing the object in the upward direction. The force will act in the opposite direction, means the object will come downwards. The speed of the object going upwards goes on decreasing and then it becomes zero. Then this object starts falling due to what? Due to gravitational force. Its speed also increases with the force of the gravity. Remember this. So you can say that the force applied by the earth to pull objects towards itself is called gravitational force. Next one is magnetic force. So for that we will do one experiment. Place a magnet on a table. Take a big iron nail towards the magnet. It sticks to the magnet. So, the force exerted by a magnet is called magnetic force. All the magnetic substances will be pulled due to what? Due to magnetic force. Next one is frictional force. So, for learning frictional force, take two pieces of smooth paper and two sandpapers. Rub them against each other. What do you notice? So, the smooth surfaces have less friction among them, and so they can be easily rubbed, and the sandpapers are rough, so they offer more friction, and hence they are difficult to rub against each other, right? So we use force of friction in our day-to-day life. The brakes which we apply for stopping the vehicles helps to create frictional force. To the force of friction, we are able to walk on the ground without slipping, right? On the other hand, oily or wet floor offers less frictional force, and hence we can slip easily on such type of floors. So the force of friction can be increased or decreased as per our requirement. This is nothing but the frictional force. Now next one is electrostatic force. For that, spread small pieces of paper on a table, then inflate a balloon against it. So what will happen? Rub a plastic comb against dry hair and repeat the above activity. Rub a peacock feather between two pages of a notebook and bring it near your fingers. What do you see? So the answer for all of these questions are pieces of paper, peacock feather and our hair show some movement. All these objects, it develops static electricity, and hence this movement is seen. Explained in the above activity, static electricity is produced on the substances like rubber, plastic, etc. Due to what? Due to friction. These substances become electrically charged. The force exerted by electrically charged substances is nothing but electrostatic force. Okay. Next one is combined force. So you might have seen a roller coaster or the juggling of a sailboat on the seashore. So there are variety of forces acting together in these cases. Right. So combined forces are nothing but a variety of forces which are acting together on a single object. These type of forces are called as combined forces. Let's quickly revise what we have studied today. First of all, force is required to bring any action. Force is necessary for making any object move, right? And also force is required to change the direction of that motion. And also force is required for giving the shape to an object. So there are various types of forces which we have studied. What are they? Muscular force, mechanical force, gravitational force, magnetic force, frictional force, electrostatic force and combined force. So this is all we studied today. If you like this video, please share with your friends and don't forget to subscribe this channel. Thank you.